Hi friends, my name is Umesh Kai and name of my YouTube channel and LinkedIn group is Performance Management in Manufacturing. Today we are going to discuss about the machine validation. So if you wanted to get the regular production from the machine, which should be regular in the targeted production quantity and quality also, so then you don't have option, you should go for the machine validation. So what is machine validation? So we'll understand this concept today. If you implement this machine validation in your manufacturing, so you will definitely establish a very good manufacturing practices and you will get the regular production quantity and quality from the machines. So let us understand this concept today. So one by one we will discuss today. So first one is what is machine validation. So we'll go to the definition of the machine validation. So definition of the machine validation is it is a system to ensure that the manufacturing process established can produce the product with consistent and acceptable quality. The definition itself explains that this system gives you the regular acceptable quantity of the production which is in the form that you should get the better quality and quantity also. So there are four types of machine validation. First one is prospective validation, second one is retrospective validation, third one is concurrent validation, and fourth one is revalidation. One by one we will discuss today. So what is the prospective validation? So this validation is applicable for the machines which are yet to be launched, means machine is yet to be commissioned, and also applicable for the new product when the product is in the phase of launching state. So this phase is applicable. So what is the definition of prospective validation? So it is this validation is applicable after commissioning of new machine. Validation activity can be performed only after following things are in place. So if you have the machine which is in the launching stage, so you should have initially the machine specification available with you, and that machine which you are going to launch, which should be conforming to the specification which you are having. Then you should have the ancillary available along with the machine, which should be as per the specification. Then machine parameter, then process parameter, then quality parameter you should have, and then product test parameter you should have. With these resources available, you can go for the prospective validation. So once you have completed the prospective validation, then you can go for the retrospective validation. So retrospective validation, its definition is like that. It is an ongoing validation process. The process requires retrospective validation for following reason. So retrospective validation is applicable if the following conditions are there. If the machines are repaired or reconditioned, you can go for the retrospective validation. It is applicable for the higher risk product. Means if you are higher risk, then you should do the retrospective validation regularly. Then it is routine kind of validation, means you have some plan for regular validation, so it is retrospective validation. If there is change in the condition, input condition, then you should go for the retrospective validation. Means if there is change in the material or process or system like that or any method, then you should go for the retrospective validation. Then third one is concurrent validation. This type of validation is done before going for the mass production. Consecutive first three lots are monitored by maintaining initial validation parameter, and based on this result, decision of mass production is done. So if you are going for the mass production, so concurrent validation is required. So consecutively you have to do the three lot for the validation parameters applicable for the machine, and if this lot are acceptable, then only you can go for the mass production. And fourth one is revalidation. This is to repeat the validation parameter to maintain the initial validation process. Means it is the revalidation is regular monitoring of the process, means it should be done after some time period to revalidate your process. So there are different validation phases available, means three different validation phases are there. So first, installation qualification means this is in the prospective validation phase. What is installation qualification? This qualification indicates that installed machinery, documents, process and system are in place. It approves initial requirement for the process validation are in place. So this is in the prospective validation phase, means if you have the document available, system available, then quality parameters available, process parameter available, machine specification available, ancillary specification available, then this is called as installation qualification. Means if you have all these things, then you are qualified for the installation qualification phase. The next phase is operation qualification phase. After successful completion of IQ, next phase is validation of OQ. In this validation phase, it is tested that the system and equipment working properly in the normal working conditions. Means in this phase, the operation of the machines are qualified, and if you have all the parameter available along with your machines and process, then this operation qualification phase is applicable. The third one is performance qualification. This is final stage of validation process. In this validation process, it is verified that equipment and system are capable enough to produce consistent quality of product. So this is final qualification stage. If you are passing to the all test parameters, then performance parameter, then you can say you are qualified for this qualification phase. Means you have passed through this performance qualification stage. So today we have covered about the definition of the prospective validation, then types of the prospective validation and phases of the prospective validation. So we have covered all the concept of the validation phases and types of validation. So if you apply this concept in your manufacturing system in your manufacturing process on all type of machine, then you can definitely get the benefit of this process. So now we are closing the video. If you like the video, subscribe the video and share the video. Thank you to join my video. Thank you very much.